Dean Rose. I'm a universal healer. I'm a life spirit and soul coach. Um, this is gonna be quite a interesting video for you to watch because it is where I'm gonna share with you my life experience so that my wisdom can be shared with many of all of you who are ready to hear what I have got to say. This video is titled Why Everyone Should Learn Psychic Defense. My mistakes and experiences. There are people in life that are using inner energy to abuse and hurt another person's free will. And this inner energy is using a psychic energy. Everybody has it, but not everyone know how to use their inner energy. I'm sharing with you some experiences that is very hard for me to unload and share, but it seems it is a must because I have no idea how many other people are being hurt the same. Um, there are people in life that you meet who wants to have something of yours, and when you do not want to give it to them, they use a psychic power or an inner energy or a different entity or magic or energies to abuse your free will, to reject and deny your will against theirs so that they can get their what they want through harm, through greed, through abuse, or through a psychic, a spiritual vampire abuse. I wanna shed light in the new age, a spiritual industry slash community. There are certain individuals in the new age or industry that are abusing people's trust and taking things out of their free will. Okay, let me share with you things that will be beneficial. Okay, I'm not ready to share it now, but it seems that it is the must. My personal experience of meeting a specific individual. He is a person, a male man from Iran, Persia. He goes by the name Saeed Farman. I am this story because it relates to why we must have a psychic defense. I feel my experience is only a story that will enlighten others so that other people will wake up. I know I'm emotional because I'm still healing from this. The reason why a lot of people, like everyone, should learn psychic defense is because people in life, in the real world, you don't know how they will affect you, emotion, your decisions, influence you in doing things you don't want to do. Why am I making this video now? The only reason why I can make this video now is because I can feel my heart. It's because I'm connected strongly to my heart, which holds the truth. My experience with that person is not out of my free will. Psychic defense is really crucial for every single person on this earth. for self-love and for self-protection, to protect your family, to protect yourself, and to protect the people you love from being harmed. It is a will. You can choose to protect yourself out of your free will. Okay, I'm gonna start with a story. In March 2014, about a year ago, I had this urgent feeling to connect to this event page called the Masterpiece London in 2014. It is in London and it is organized by a man called Saeed Farman. At that point of time, I do have a certain amount of money that was able to be used to finance my investing in my holistic healing business. My heart commanded and said, Maz, find out if you can join this event selling your products. I contacted David Said Farman and I said I'm interested to join in the booth. The same night I bought my ticket to London. Um, Even if I'm not able to participate in the booth, I know I would want to connect to other like-minded individuals who are um, gonna be there. And we Skyped, me and the man, David Said Farman, Skyped, and we talked, and he asked for things, and I saw the prices on his website about the fee for the booth, for the exhibition booth. I was going to pay that much amount, but it didn't feel right. And I spoke to him. I wanted to pay, but something held me back. And I spoke to him. I said, and after everything was confirmed about the exhibition booth, that how much it is, okay, confirm. I spoke to him. I said, next year I would like to be part of the speakers. And he said, he asked me about what do I do, and I said I was a universal healer. I'm a peace visionary. I didn't say peace visionary. I said I'm a universal healer. I'm a life spirit soul coach. And then I gave him a few of my YouTube videos, and he saw the YouTube videos, and he said the reason why, and he let me come in to the organization, to the New Humanity movement. He let me in to the event as a speaker. He wants to. And he said, the only reason I want you to come here, I'm able to give you a slot, is because one of your videos, Message to Humanity, make me cry. So he said, my cry, my speech made him feel connection, okay? And so he asked me, he was calculating how much should I give him in pounds. He wants me to pay to become a speaker. And at that point, I have never gone into any speaking engagement in my life. But I trust my heart. And he asked for £1,500. And my heart said, Maz, give him more. And I said, okay, I'll give you £2,000. And because I want to sponsor something that looks credible about helping people come together for peace, for love, for humanity. I didn't know how corrupted his version of humanity is. Everything was sorted. I got my ticket to London. I paid my fees to go to the event as a speaker, and I have an exhibition booth and all that sorts. He asked me to create a video of promoting the event New Humanity movement, and he shared my profile on his Facebook event page. And when he saw my video, my promo video that I created, the happiness, the joyfulness, the openness, the spontaneity that I have, he commented and judged. We had a Skype call. He commented and judged that it's terrible. What is this? What are you wearing? what are you wearing? What? And he was putting me down as who I am. He was saying, this is not a joke, this is serious, you cannot laugh in your video. um, Try and see the fear agenda as his focus. He doesn't want to help people open up. He wants to focus the energy into seriousness. Seriousness equals to authority. He wants to have an authority panel that will tell people rather than to allow people to have the free will to sense their heart what is right or wrong. So, and I created another video on YouTube. I said, I withdraw as a Masterpiece London speaker, and you can view the video in the link below. And I withdraw from it. I obviously demanded my finances back. I demanded the money back. Like, you have to pay me back. I am not allowing this. Somehow, things move on, and I was invited to another event called the Rising Earth. So the Rising Earth was on one day, which is on the Saturday at Tabernacle Notting Hill, and I got there. I arrived in London a few days before the event, or a day before the event, on Thursday. And on Thursday, I didn't see him. We don't have any contact after I withdraw. That's the thing. We don't have the contract. And I had to find his US American number or his British number to call him to find out where he is and all these things. Okay. When I met him, there was obviously something. Energy going around. So, if you believe in past life reincarnations, we had a connection long time ago in past life. The details of it, I'm not too sure. But it seems that the karma is returning to him because he has abused my trust and my belief to realize what he truly is. He's corrupted. I met him. Everything. It felt. I don't believe that I was in the right place and the right condition to be making decisions, or to be in an aura of an energy who's manipulative and able to control other people's mind. Let me perform this, like, let me explain to you. Certain individuals on this planet Earth can manipulate and control other people's mind. And I'm sharing that this person, Saeed Farman, has the ability to control, manipulate other people's mind and break their free will for his advantage, his greed, and his fear-conscious beliefs. I believe that the reason why this video is important to go out there, to get viral, or to just be presented into whoever who come across it, is that learning psychic defense is really important, because a lot of people with power who abuses the power, authorities, governments, other high-scale representatives of human that is holding a very powerful and strong credentials or status, they use psychic energies. They use inner energies. I saw him, David Said Farman, for a while in Holiday Inn, but during the whole event, I was slightly not there at all. I met other people there. I guess the first day when I was there, it was at the end of the event. It was Friday. I went down after the event finished, and in the lift, I found out that because my video about how I withdraw as a masterpiece speaker in London, the New Humanity Movement event, I withdrew. And people know who I am, all the way from Malaysia coming to London. And everyone was actually leaving where I was with my friend in the lift going up to check out that place. And to spread the Rising Earth flyer there. So I met Avi Esther before as well. She was the organizer of the event, Rising Earth, that I got invited after, because Avi Esther also withdrew because of the integrity being shaken. Um, Literally, the man, Saeed David Farman, has no etiquette, professional etiquette. He doesn't have integrity. He doesn't have the honorability. He doesn't have sincerity. He does has, however, the energy of greed, intolerance, authoritative, manipulation, and influence and mind control. Why everyone should learn psychic defense. After um, after the event finished, I also finished the event at Rising Earth as a workshop. You can also see the link below. I went to Bristol, and after I went to Bristol, I got in touch with David Said Farman. But during in Bristol, I have a feeling an energy was trying to enter my aura and sexually feel me, and I could feel it was Saeed David Farman. At that time, I felt that I was already hooked to his mind control, to his third eye, and this man is calling himself spiritual. Not a lot of spiritual people are genuine or sincere, and I am saying and sharing this man is a spiritual psychopath. Why I'm saying that? Myself anymore. I felt that I was hung by a rope, going wherever he wants me to go. I met with him in the place I was staying at, the Dolphin House in Pimlico in London, and that day itself, I believe that I was influenced to release my inhibitions and to surrender my body to David Said Farman. I didn't understand why I did it then, but now, because I am heart-centered, I can see, I can feel my real truth. I wasn't doing what was happening out of my free will. Influence, a mental manipulation, an energy abuse by a man called David Said Farman, wanting my energy and my youthful body pleasure. Why everyone should learn psychic defense? I feel that my experience is to be shared throughout the world to the people who has gone through what I have gone through, who has been manipulated by a spiritual figure who you deem as higher authority or has more influence or power, who dictates what is right and wrong. I believe that my experience does not show my weakness or vulnerability, but it does show vulnerability. It shows that how I come here right now in this state, in this video, sharing with you what had happened. Why now? Why must I share? There are people out there, teenagers, young adults, who has spiritual guide or spiritual teachers who are trusted by the community or have a exterior of credibility, they are abusing young women for their emotional sexual pleasure. And Saeed David Farman is one of the spiritual psychopaths that abuses and manipulated my energy and third eye in order for him to have sex with me in my place where I was staying at in Dolphin House, Pimlico. At that point, I wasn't aware, it wasn't out of my free will. All I knew it was the mind is controlling my heart, saying it is pleasurable, it is good, it is meant to. I had no voice. I started drinking a lot and smoking a lot around him. It feels like I was contained in a spiritual cage and he has the lock. I only told a few people in London about this. And this is my exposure of a spiritual psychopath by the name David Said Farman. Why I'm telling you that we should learn psychic defense. We should learn psychic defense because our heart, when you are removed from the center of your heart and you cannot feel what is right and wrong, and you have the energy coming into your mind telling you what's good, and you believe them without checking with yourself first whether you feel good about it or not. I wasn't able to check with my heart, was I feeling good about this or not? But my actions was showing a different manner. I was smoking more, drinking more. It went on for 2 to 3 days, and 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 this man, Saeed David Farman, tried to siphon a lot more of my money. He kept asking me non-stop, I really have money problem. I really have money problem. Can you please give me money? Can you please give me money? Can you please give me money? And he is relentless in asking me for money. Up to the point, my whole card, my cards get blocked. My angels, if you believe in angels, my angels got my card to be blocked so that he cannot siphon the money out from me. You understand that there are spiritual figures in this planet Earth who not just say Saeed David Farman, not just this organizer for Alchemy event or Alien Ship or New Humanity Movement. Those are the 3 names he goes by to organize this event. There are spiritual psychopaths that are still out there free, abusing people who are psychically defenseless. And I'm sharing that I was sexually abused sexually used by a spiritual psychopath by the name that Saeed David Farman, because he manipulated my energy. He manipulated voice and my intentions. I couldn't connect to my heart. How can we live in a world where there are more than one authority, more than one spiritual psychopath that is all over this planet Earth abusing not just women, men, and many other individuals by their ability to psychically manipulate other people's free will? And I am saying and repeating, David Said Farman has manipulated and abused my free will. And I'm speaking up right now because I can, and I'm coming from my heart, where everything in my heart is holding truth. When I realized that, I found out it wasn't my free will because the mental control has been unleashed. I've gone through a lot of mental manipulation by surrounding energies. So my heart is saying how angry I was with him. And if you see my video before I even went to London, the video that I withdrew, you can see how much this guy disgusted I am. How can I, after such energy, I said, and I would give myself to him. This man is a spiritual psychopath, and he's using his psychic powers to abuse other humans' free will. It is very important. Everyone should start to open up to the reality that there are people abusing others, harming them for their benefit, for their greed, and for their own selfish reasons. I was harmed. I was harmed, but I do not consider myself a victim because from here I call myself a warrior to be able to speak up to you all and say what had happened to me is what will help other people to stop them from being hurt or harmed the same way. And I believe that a story that is related is with Teal Swan. When she was growing up, she had a spiritual tutor. Her parents believe in a man who Teal Swan is a spiritual catalyst, is a spiritual teacher that is very credible. I love her. Um, Teal Swan had a man who um, became her guide, but then instead he has abused her in manners that is brainwashed. And I do believe that somehow I got the shorter version of the brainwashed for David Said Farman's greed, and I don't know what else had happened. So psychic defense is really for everyone. You may not know if there are people abusing your free will. Psychic defense would really help you to understand how to say no, how to find if you are really attached to your free will or you are not attached to your free will. How would you know what is right and wrong if you're being done by your mind? If you're being corrupted, manipulated, and mind controlled. So I would say that this is a this is a very important thing that you got to realize, which is which is which is people psychic defense is for everybody, because it's either psychic defense having the ability to protect yourself, or you allow yourself to be abused by people who come from fear consciousness, who come from greed, who come from self-centeredness and selfishness, and people like David Saeed Farman, and all the people who you know as a spiritual figure in your life, your voice and free will, and abuse your rights to share the truth. And you are better than that. You have worth. You can speak up. I spoke up about the people who has abused me. I spoke out right now with my voice because I'm connected to my heart. The answer to psychic defense from being abused by other human beings in your surrounding, no matter if they're your father, if they are your teachers or community members of spirituality, new age, or holistic, or career in your job, in all parts of the world, there are people using psychic energies to abuse and manipulate others. And one key point about this is that, from my experience, not just David Said Farman that has been coming into my life that abused me, I wasn't using my psychic ability to defend myself. I was using it to give readings to people and help other people find their path. But this is a matter of importance where psychic defense must be used for all the people who are connected to spiritual energies or spiritual community or the new age, holistic psychic defense is a must, and you must realize you have the power to say no. And there's other people who I wish to name that are spiritual psychopath who they have manipulated what had happened in my life because I was defenseless, because their mind is so powerful and strong that they enforces with the third eye for them to relapse and shut down from from knowing their free will. When you lose your mind, you cannot, when your mind is taken control of, you cannot connect to your heart. That is why it's so important for you to really release a lot of mind control from your third eye and your head. And one of it is to really remove a lot of time spent with technology and others, and to put your eye under the sun and gaze it. Why everyone should learn psychic defense, my lessons, experience, and mistakes. Someone should stop David Saeed Farman. If you're not doing it for me, do it for the other ladies, the other it from this person, because I believe that my angels have guided me all the way from Malaysia to meet this man in London who came from Persia but lives in Los Angeles, California for the past many years. I believe my experience has very valuable lesson and value to a lot more people out there, especially women, men, young people who are still finding themselves. Please be aware and wake up, because if you don't wake up, other people will get hurt. And my voice, this video, is my action to wake others up so that you won't be abused by spiritual psychopath like David Saeed Farman, or you won't be abused by people who manipulate your third eye on free will. There are very powerful people out there who are not using their power from greediness, from intolerance of, from inauthenticity, from greed, fear, lack. So with that, I am leaving you all with a very sweet message that you are important and you are worthy. Don't allow anybody to control you for their greed or benefit. Life is beautiful, but you must take action to shield and defend the beautiful life you have from the people who are coming from greed and abuse that will hurt or harm you and your loved one. And David Saeed Farman must be stopped. And I'm coming from a space of authenticity and authority to say what I say. David Saeed Farman from Alchemy Event, alienshift.com, newhumanitymovement.com must be stopped, because this is a plague. This is a spiritual plague that only expands fear. And this man must be stopped this year, immediately. Thank you very much. My name is Mazwin. I am from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I am a peace visionary. I love humanity with all sincere, truthful, and honest love. And I have compassion to share my experience, my wisdom with all of you. Thank you very much, and goodbye.